All right, let's talk about AI, artificial intelligence. It's everywhere, it's changing everything, and let's be honest, it can get super confusing really fast, but not today. Today, we're going to cut through all the noise and all the jargon. We're going to give you a simple, clear masterclass on what AI actually is. And it all starts with one big question.
This right here, this is the question. Can a machine really be taught to think like a human? For decades, this has been the holy grail for scientists, engineers, and, pretty much every sci-fi writer out there. This single idea is the engine that has powered all the incredible breakthroughs we're seeing today. So it's the perfect place for us to start.
So what is this stuff? What are we really talking about when we say AI? Well, at its absolute core, it's about making machines smart. We're teaching computers to do things that, up until very recently, you really needed a person for. Things like recognizing a face in a crowd, understanding what we're saying, or even making a really tough decision.
And here's the key difference. A normal computer program is like a really strict recipe. You give it step-by-step instructions, and it follows them perfectly. It can't do anything else. But AI is totally different. You don't give it a recipe. Instead, you give it a mountain of ingredients, which is just data, and it figures out how to cook all on its own. It learns, it spots patterns, and it actually gets better with experience, kind of like we do.
Now, it's super easy to think of AI as just one big single thing, but it's really not. It's more like a family of different technologies, a whole toolkit. Inside, you've got machine learning, which is all about learning from examples. You've got natural language processing, which helps machines understand and speak our language. And then you have stuff like computer vision, which lets them see and interpret the world. Each one of these is a special tool for building smart systems. And this toolkit definitely wasn't built overnight. The whole journey started way back in the 1950s, mostly with theories and big ideas. For decades, progress was kind of slow. Then, in the 80s, machine learning came along and gave things a serious jolt of energy. But the real explosion, the big bang for AI, was in the 2010s with deep learning. That's when progress went from a straight line to a rocket ship, taking us to the incredible AI we have today, the kind that can talk, create art, and solve ridiculously complex problems.
Okay, so we know the history, but how does a machine actually learn? What does that even mean? The answer is in that term we just mentioned, machine learning. This is the real engine driving almost everything that we call AI right now.
So it turns out there are three main ways AI learns, and honestly, the analogies for them are perfect. First, you've got supervised learning. This is basically like teaching with flashcards. You show the AI a million pictures of a cat and say, cat, cat, cat. Eventually, it learns what a cat looks like. Then there's unsupervised learning. Here, you just dump a giant, messy pile of data in front of it and say, go figure it out, find some patterns. And finally, you have reinforcement learning, which is a lot like training a puppy. The AI learns by trial and error, getting a digital treat for good choices and a penalty for bad ones.
Now, the powerhouse behind all the most advanced AI today is something called a neural network. And the key phrase here is loosely inspired by the human brain. They are not little brains in a box, not at all. But they do use a similar layered structure to process information, and that's what makes them so powerful.
So how does it work? Imagine you show it a picture of a face. The first layer is super simple. It just sees basic things, like edges and dark spots and light spots. The next layer takes those edges and combines them into simple shapes, like circles and lines. The layer after that might recognize those shapes as an eye or a nose. It's like building with Legos. Each layer builds on the one before it, going from simple to complex until finally the output layer makes a prediction. Yep, that's a face.
Now, I know all of this can sound a little abstract, a little futuristic, but AI isn't some far-off technology waiting to happen. It's already here. It's woven so tightly into our world that you're using it every single day, probably without even realizing it. In fact, you've likely used dozens of AI systems just in the last hour. Just think about your day so far. That search you did on Google? AI. The spam filter that keeps your inbox clean? That's AI. Asking Siri or Alexa for the weather? AI. Your Netflix and YouTube recommendations? You guessed it, AI.
The way your phone automatically sorts your photos and tags your friends, every single one of those things is powered by the machine learning ideas we just talked about. It's just working silently in the background all the time. Okay, so we've covered what AI is and how it learns, but the really big question, the one everyone is asking, is where is all this going? Because for all of its incredible power, it's absolutely critical that we understand its limits, its risks, and what kind of future we're actually building with it.
There are a few things we have to keep in mind. First, an AI is only as good as the data you feed it. There's a saying, garbage in, garbage out. If you train an AI on biased data, you will get a biased AI. It's that simple. But more importantly, AI doesn't understand things the way we do. It has no common sense, no feelings, no empathy. And that's why a mistake in something critical like medicine could be so dangerous, and why the potential for misuse, like creating deepfakes or spreading misinformation, is a huge, huge concern.
This right here is maybe the most important takeaway of all. On one side, you have what AI is absolutely brilliant at, recognizing incredibly complex patterns, making predictions from data, and generating stunningly creative text and images. But on the other side, you have what it can't do, at least not yet. It doesn't have real consciousness, it has zero human common sense, and it has no understanding of emotion or ethics. It's an unbelievably powerful tool for matching patterns, but it's not a conscious thinking being. And all of that leaves us with this final, crucial question. We've built this incredible technology that can solve massive problems and create entirely new forms of art. The challenge for us now isn't just about making AI smarter, it's about making sure that we, as a society, develop and use it wisely. So, what do you think is the most important step we need to take to make sure that happens? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And hey, if you learned something today and enjoy this explainer, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.